Not to brag, but I am disgustingly good at outreach. My outreach strategy has allowed me to sign clients without case studies, testimonials, or even an audience, which is why I'm able to get clients and results so fast as a shadow operator. In fact, one of my students used this exact SOP that you're gonna see in this video to sign their first client in 7 days with 0 case studies and 0 testimonials. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact strategy step by step. I'm talking the exact scripts on what to say in DMs and emails, how to set up your Instagram and emails so clients actually respond, how to find the right clients on Instagram and YouTube, the best niches to find high ROI clients, the best time to do outreach, and the exact follow-up strategy to turn people who ghost you into booked appointments and booked calls. I'm holding nothing back. And honestly, this might be the best outreach video on YouTube ever. Big promise, I know, but I'm gonna back it up. Now, if you skip over this video, you'll keep doing outreach and getting no replies and of course, no clients. So let's fix that because the strategy is stupid simple. Let's get into it. All right, so phase 1 is the setup. And why does this matter? Because if you want to be successful in doing outreach, who you are and how you are perceived matters more than what you actually say. Now, like it or not, outreach is kind of like dating and sexual attraction, where the hot guy or the hot girl can say one thing and get a great response, but when we say it, ghosted, no replies, blocked, ignored. Now, to better fully explain this, let me walk you through a quick story. One of my past marketing mentors was a previous dating coach, and he had tons of clients who were successful, getting dates, pickup, cold approach, etc. The issue though is, with any offer, any market, there are some people who will try the same thing and get no results or they will fail. And they would ask for refunds, they would complain, they would just leave bad reviews about him. So he said, you know what, before I give you a refund, and all this, rigmarole, how about you fly down to where I live, or I guess where he lives at the time, in Newport Beach, California, and let's do an in-person event where I will help you get girls in person. So these guys flew down to California to see him. And what he realized was those who were struggling to, again, get women, again, with the same pickup lines, the same, DM scripts to get girls, the guys just weren't that guy. Like the way they looked, the way they talked, very just shy, reserved, very like not attractive. So what he realized is there are 3 levels to really outreach, marketing, speaking, persuasion. The first level is what you say. The next level is how you say it. And the third level is who is saying it or who you are. So if you want to be successful with outreach, we must first change who you are or how you're perceived by the potential client, okay? Bam. Now, here's how outreach actually works. So first you send them an Instagram DM or an email via Gmail. Of course, they will read the email or read the DM, and then they will go to your profile or your website and stalk you over here. Then they will judge you and decide if they want to reply to your message. And then if you look hot, if you're attractive as a hot girl, hot guy, in the same context of dating, then and only then will they actually respond to your message. So if you aren't getting replies, it is not your script. They don't see you as that guy or that girl. So first, our job is to make you appear, right, and be perceived as that guy or that girl. Because with outreach, 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. So what is this 20%? It is how you're perceived. So if all we do is make your perceived value higher, then that's going to improve your outreach. So again, most people think it's the script. It is not the script. It is how you're being perceived. That is the first step to increase the way you're perceived at a higher status, higher authority, and of course, higher credibility. Okay, so let's walk through exactly how to do that. First, we'll start with Instagram. And with Instagram, we need a clean profile picture, show your face. We need an optimized IG bio, and we need lifestyle photos because Instagram is a lifestyle visual platform. So please, for the love of God, don't be a nerd. Don't be a geek. None of this nonsense, this business AI crap. No, we want lifestyle photos that show you, again, as a authority with a higher perceived status. So here's an example of what that would look like. So here is Hashim, and as you can see, we see his face clearly. Of course, the image could be a higher quality, but we see his face. Now, his bio is great. So again, he's 20 years old, documenting, he's launching and scaling 6-figure companies, and he links to his YouTube where he goes more in depth on what he's doing. So again, pretty simple, but this bio is effective because we know exactly who he is, what he does, and of course, we can see his face. So if I were to use this as a template, I would do this. I would show my full name, my age, what I'm doing. So in this case, again, if I were him, I'm young and I am documenting my growth. So here's one thing. Clients love to work with young, ambitious people. So like these keywords, like these little buzzwords are just so good for your bio. Documenting, growing, building, right? Clients value ambition. So they want to see that you're young and ambitious. So documenting, growing, building, okay? Now, of course, what does he do? He's launching or scaling six-figure companies. That's good. And of course, what's missing here is the work with me call to action and a link to his calendar or website right here. So if I were you, I would do that. Now, for your profile, you will need these things. Lifestyle photos like this, just showing that you are a real person doing real people things. So again, Instagram is not a business platform. It is not LinkedIn. They don't want to see your strategies. They don't want to see your boring AI crap. They want to see you just living your life, because attractive, high quality clients are attracted to people who are also attractive and high quality. I know it sounds crazy, but it's how the world works. So on your profile, you want at least 6 to 9 images of you just doing things, right? Just living your life at restaurants, traveling, on vacation, taking a walk. Like right here, he's taking a walk into the field, right? In nature, working on your laptop. That's I believe like an office elevator pic. Like it's just him, again, living his life. And he's showing that I'm a real person and you can trust me. Again, show your face and show your lifestyle. Now, if you're like, well, Kim, my life sucks. I don't have these images. What do I do? I got you. You will use the AI vision board method. Now, with this method, you will think about what you want your future self to do / look like, and you will create these images using Nano Banana. Now, be sure to remove the watermark on these images. That way people can tell it's AI. Now, promise me one thing. You will not use this technology here. You will not use this strategy to scam people or do evil things, because this technology is really powerful and it can be used for, again, not good intent. So please, if you're watching my videos, if you're following me, and if you like me, right, and what I teach and what I show and what I preach, please do not use this stuff for evil or wickedness. Only use this to help the world. Okay? Please. It's all I ask. It's all I ask. So with AI, we can actually create the life that we want with one simple prompt to, of course, create images that increase our perceived value on Instagram. So again, here's me snowboarding with AI. I can use this. Again, you want to remove this watermark in the bottom right here using Canva. Now, here's the exact prompt that I use. Just don't copy this line, so ignore this. Pause the video and grab the text right here, okay? Now, this will allow you to, again, create these AI images that are pretty lifelike. And again, they increase your perceived value on Instagram. So it can be lifestyle, it can be you working, you walking, you on a boat, you traveling, you on a plane, etc. Just again, to increase your perceived value. That way, when clients look at your profile, you, of course, appear more credible and more real. That's it. Now, once you've done this, this will set up your Instagram for success. Now, let's go over email. With email, there are 3 things that we need. The first is a clean personal / business email. Second, an email profile picture showing your face. And then third, a nice, sexy, and creative website, which should not look boring or, too professional, right? So you want sexy, not boring. Now, your email setup should look like this. Your profile picture like this, showing your face, your name. If you want full name, nickname, I don't care, but your name should be in there. And your business email like this. So here I am, kim@adsvisor.com. Now, if you want, you can use a personal email. And for personal emails, I would use something like this, like kimblawofficial@gmail.com, kim.blaw@gmail, kimblaw.ai, gmail, kimblaw.io, kimblaw.co. Again, these are all personal Gmails that you can create instead of the business email like this. Either way, you will need a clean and professional email, whether it's business or personal. Now, to change your profile picture for personal accounts, again, up here, these Gmails are personal. All you do is go to this link here in your account. You'll go here and simply change this picture right here, okay? Though for business accounts, it's a bit more tedious, right? There's more steps to do it. So if you want, again, pause the video here and go through these here steps for business, because it is managed via the admin console on Google. Okay, so if you want a professional headshot, then I recommend that you use Google Nano Banana to do it for you. Like here, this right here is simply an image that I put into AI to, upscale to 4K quality, change background, just all AI. And if you want a business email, then it'll cost you a minimum of $12 per year to set that up. And the setup is simple. Step one is you go here to, again, the link here. You do this. Step two, info. Step three, get a custom domain right here. Step four, again, you put in your domain here. So the info scalingteam.com is available for $12 a year. I put it in there. I buy it. And that's it. Done. Now, if you are doing email outreach, your website is very important because, again, they will first look up this site here, right, my domain, before they reply to my emails. So that means that I need a proper, sexy website. So what I've done is I simply used AI to make my website. So if clients look me up, they will see this. My site with my results, it looks pretty clean, pretty sexy. Now, this entire website was made using AI. Now, I've made a step-by-step training video that walks you through how to build this site using AI. It is not available on YouTube, but if you want this video, then go below this video on YouTube. In the video description, you'll see a link to opt in and access this video so you can build your site too like this using AI. All right, this is the end of phase one, where we set up our Instagram and email profiles to increase our perceived value. That way clients see us as a actual authority and reply to our DM or reply to our email outreach. Phase two is finding the right clients. Why does this matter? Well, if you target the wrong clients, you are literally wasting your time. They won't reply. Now, the right clients are people with an obvious problem because people pay to solve problems. Now, there are only two problems that they could have. The first is they have an audience, but they have no info, product, or digital product. The second is they have a product or offer, but it's not selling as well as it should. Now, here's the criteria for the right clients. We'll start with those without an offer on Instagram. They should post consistently, almost daily. They must be good on camera. You'd watch them. They do not have DM me in their bio. Yes. They have no links to any funnels or pages to sell anything. Yes. And a bonus, they have comments saying or asking for help, coaching, or courses. Like here, I want to learn. Like literally, that's a comment saying, hey, I want to learn more. So if you make a product on this thing, I would buy it. And Uzma Patel here, her bio, of course, is literally just that. No links to any offers, no DM me, just her age, Airbnb, her niche, and yeah, YouTube. That's it. Again, awesome. Now, for those with an offer, we want to look at these things. Again, they post consistently, almost daily, good on camera. You would watch them. They have the words, DM me keyword in their bio. They have links to a funnel or some, external funnel websites, YouTube, Calendly link. Also, the problem though is their views are low or inconsistent, and their funnel is low effort or needs work. So for example, here we have Elliot. So you can see here, his bio is his niche, his offer, the words DM me now, again, the keyword DM me, links to his YouTube. Again, that's a sales funnel right there. And he has mentees, he has lifestyle, his wins. So just more proof of his offer, his info, his coaching. Now, the obvious problem though is his videos, as you can see, the views are low and inconsistent. So if he wants to get more clients, to buy his offer, he needs more views. He needs way more views across his reels. So this to us is an obvious problem, which we can solve using, again, our services, our AI, our help. Also, you see here, his YouTube, same thing. His views are low, 24 views, 103, 56 views, 103, 90, 121. Again, the views are low. And this is an obvious problem that we can see and we know we can solve. With AI, with our system, our strategies, we can solve this. Now, again, he's posting consistently across both platforms. So it proves that he's all in. But right now the views are just low. So if we DM him the right pitch, the right offer, he'll say yes. Also, notice he has no real sales funnel. So his funnel right now is a link to his calendar, which works for now. But to increase his sales and his revenue and his clientele, he needs an actual funnel, a website, a landing page, like something to visually sell his offer. And of course, convert his viewers into clients faster. Now, here are other obvious signs that you can spot to find, low effort, low converting funnels and sites. For example, school groups. So I love school, great platform, but I've noticed that the offers on here make no money. So if you do the math, this group here is making very little money, okay? Also, if their page is literally crashing and not loading, then obviously the funnel is not working. Also, if the video on the page is not working, right, even error like this, then clearly the funnel needs work. Also, if the type form on the funnel is not loading, then the funnel needs work. So again, these are obvious signs of a low effort, low converting funnel that you can just spot quickly to just DM them, add value, close them, and of course, grow. Now that was Instagram. Let's cover now YouTube. So for YouTube, you want to find clients that post consistently, of course, as always. So back to our red here, bam. Now again, they need to be good on camera, as always, yes. Now for YouTube, they need the words "work with me," one-on-one in the video description, and they need an external link to a funnel, a website, or a calendar, okay? Now, again, you wanna look for the problem, the views being low or inconsistent across YouTube or Instagram. And of course, the funnel needs work, it's low effort, it's not loading as well, or not as sexy as it could be to convert their audience into customers and clients. Now, for example, we have Almaty here on YouTube, and you can see here his videos right here. The views are low. So 42 views, 149 views, 106. Again, he has great thumbnails, but the views are low. So clearly there's something here about his content that's not really getting him as many views as he could. And to really scale this offer, this Airbnb offer, he needs way more views. Okay, here's some advanced YouTube sauce for you. The reason why Almaty is not getting as many views on his videos as he could or should is because his videos are majority middle of funnel and bottom of funnel videos. Now, these videos limit your growth on YouTube because these videos are only targeting people who are already looking for these videos or, reviews of his offer, like how-to videos and client testimonials and case studies, okay? Again, these videos are great for converting people who know him, but to bring in more views to his channel, he needs more top of funnel videos. For example, videos like this, videos that share their personal wins and journey and results, again, doing Airbnb as a business, and it clearly states how much money they've made doing this. Now, this works because this sets them up as the authority, and these videos attracts a way broader audience who will then go on to watch these videos, the more how-to videos like these here. So to get more views on these videos, he would need more of these videos. And these videos typically follow the pattern of how I made money, money this, money that. Money is a good way to really get views on videos, just saying. All right, here's some more sauce for you. All your videos being middle of funnel videos, so again, how-to videos, etc., only works if you're in a hot trending niche where the top of funnel traffic is being made for you, like day trading, stocks, meme coins. Because these people here are pushing the narrative and they're spreading propaganda for you. Thus, they create the audience and demand for you. But right now in the Airbnb space, there's no one doing that. So that's why these how-to videos, again, the middle funnel, don't work and his views are so low. Anyway, just more sauce for you. Let's back to the video, right? Back to outreach. So with outreach here, you want to ensure that your prospect on YouTube has no real sales funnel. So again, links to calendar, a pretty bad funnel, a low effort funnel, again, back to our list here, which typically looks like that: school funnels, the page not loading, the video not loading, Typeform crashing, etc. Now, if you want to make the most amount of money as a shadow operator, you need to be in a good niche. So here are the best niches for high ROI clients. As you can see here, where I've literally sold with my clients $6,000 offers on WAP using, again, the right niches. So first we have the high ROI, high competition niches. And these are hard to get views in, but they're so freaking easy to sell. Because the pitch here is, if you give me $1,000, I'll give you back 10,000. So you give me 1,000. So, okay, you give me 1,000 and I give you 10,000, right? This sounds like a pretty sick deal. So for example, we have like day trading, stocks, crypto, digital products, faceless YouTube, high ticket sales, fitness, business coaching for funnels and ads, life coaching, drop shipping, reselling, personal branding, content marketing, IG, LinkedIn, and of course, becoming a creator, to of course create and make money selling products. Then we have the good ROI, medium competition niches. Now, these also too are hard to really, get views in, but again, they're freaking easy to sell. The same pitch: you give me 1,000 and I'll give you back 10,000. So these niches are AI agency, Kindle publishing, Etsy, web design agency, affiliate marketing, TikTok shop affiliate, TikTok shop seller, SaaS app building, copywriting, media buying and paid ads, SEO, real estate, Airbnb, Amazon FBA, AI jobs, software jobs, and of course, cybersecurity jobs. And then we have the okay ROI, but low competition niches. Now, these are easier to get views in, but they are harder to sell because the pitch is, if you give me $1,000, I'm going to give you air plus hard work. And these niches are manifesting, mindset, personal development, fitness, and vegan diet. Now, I'm not saying to avoid these niches because actually this $6,000 you see here came from the mindset slash manifest niche. So they do work. All I'm saying is these ones here, the offer needs to be really good because people aren't going to pay money to get air and do work. Like, no. Instead, they would rather pay money to make more money. So again, day trading, stocks, crypto, etc., or Etsy, AI stuff. Like these here print really well. The issue is these here are harder to get going. But once you do get going and of course getting sales, yeah, printing here is a lot really fun, really fun. Okay, so now how do we find these clients, in these niches? Well, it's simple. On Instagram, here's how we find high ROI clients. So here on Instagram on my phone, I'm going to use a search feature and I'm going to search for a how-to keyword. So how to start Airbnb business. Like that. And then I want to find videos between at least 1,000 to 10,000 views because that tells me that their views aren't as big yet where they have an ego and they'll, ignore me. So for example, right here, 6,000, and make sure his profile fits the criteria we're looking for. So let's see, has an offer. This is his funnel. Okay, looks good. What are the views like? Views are 6,000. So he does pretty well. So I would probably not DM this guy because he's probably not gonna reply. But go back here. What if we reach out to this girl here? So again, her views 5,000, 4,000, 2,000. So pretty, pretty low. We could of course help her get more views. Is there an offer? Linktree, YouTube, ebooks. So nothing really dialed in, right? So we could for her, make a high ticket offer. Again, a call funnel for like, an offer for like $3,000, $5,000 to sell and get a nice rev share out of that. So yeah, it's simple. All you do is just go to Instagram here, use the search feature, search for how to keywords. So how to XYZ. And of course, look for people between at least 1,000 to 10,000 views on their reels. Go to the profile and check the profile criteria. And that's it. Now, again, if you want to find more of these people, so just go back to, where's their profile? Here. Go here, go to this little sign here, boom. And now I can find more people like her, again, in the same range of followers, view counts, etc., to just DM, reach out to, and to recap the process. So pause the video here to watch this. Here are the steps for Instagram, do this, and you should be golden. Again, use the how-to keywords. So how to start, how to become, how to invest, lose weight, launch, etc. for the niche. Easy. Now, for email and YouTube, the process is a bit different. We go to YouTube and search for the keywords, work with me one-on-one like this or like this, and then afterwards, your niche as, a keyword. So we can do your niche as Airbnb. Enter. So you want to search for that. Then you want to filter by here, by videos that are uploaded this month. So this month right here, click this. And now we can see all the people trying to sell, info products, coaching, consulting in this niche with the words, work with me one-on-one in their video. So these are the channels that we want to look at. Again, with low reviews that we can help grow and work with. Then simply go to their channel, pause the video, click on more right here, then scroll down, view email address, do the little CAPTCHA AI bot thingy here, submit, and bam, grab this. Done. Now here's the exact process step by step. Again, pause the video, go through this, screenshot it. Now that was phase 2. Again, phase 2 is we have to find the right clients. Now for phase 3, we got to craft the right message for each client. So before you go spamming people's inbox and, DMs with crappy, scripts and crappy liners, we must first learn how to properly reach out to them. So for Instagram, we use the voice note method because right now everyone is doing text, copy and paste text, spam text, annoying text. To stand out, you must use a voice note, right? Use your voice because people actually want to hear your voice to know you're a real person. In fact, this strategy came from the dating niche. So Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, guys kind of figured out that if they send a voice note as the first line on Hinge or Tinder, Bumble, the girl replies. So it's the same thing here. Stop sending text, do a voice note. Now, most clients have their Instagram voice notes turned off because they're trying to avoid getting spammed by, people. So here's how you go around that. First, you go to their profile and you want to follow their Instagram. Then once they post a story, click on it and swipe up. Then leave a comment. Your comment should be a question that gets them to respond to your question. So they will respond, and then that will unlock for you the little icon here, the little mic icon, to then send a voice note, and boom, done. If you want to sign clients from Instagram with outreach, you need to use the voice note method. Stop doing text. If you're a guy, then do this. Just make your voice deeper, right? Just deeper like this, and just talk more suave. If you're a girl, higher pitch and just be more, feminine, be more friendly. It's as simple as that. Just sound great. Just sound good on audio, on the voice note, and they will respond to you. Now, for email and of course YouTube, the method is a bit different. So with email and YouTube, before they see your message, in the email, they first see your email subjects right here. So I found that these three here lines work really well as an email subject. So saw you on YouTube, I saw your video, quick question name. They'll see it, open, and then from there they will read your script. Don't put like any crappy business pitch nonsense like offer details or partnership. No. You want this to be as very low key as possible. Okay, low key. Don't be too salesy in here. You want to be as low key as possible. Okay, now for the part that everyone has been waiting for, since the start of this video, the actual outreach scripts and of course DMs and of course the messages. But I want to remind you that these scripts don't work unless you have the right setup. Again, your profile, Instagram, your websites. Again, you find the right clients with problems to solve. These scripts don't work unless you have phase 1 and phase 2 dialed in. So go back and do phase 1, do phase 2, and then come here and copy and paste these scripts. So the first script is the dangle the carrot method. And this method works for those who don't have case studies or testimonial. Now, with this method, you pretend that you've already made an asset or a resource for them. And then you ask them if they want it, right? Again, you want to dangle the carrots, like you want a carrot, you want to get it? And then if they say yes, then you go make the asset or a resource and send it to them. Now, this method uses the law of reciprocity. And this law just states that if you give someone something, they feel inclined to, again, return the favor and give you something. So I give you blue pen, you give me red pen. In this case, we give them a free resource, and they now are more open to replying to our DMs, replying to our outreach, and of course, saying yes to partnering with us as their shadow operator. So here is the workflow for this. So on Instagram, you swipe up on their story, ask a question, wait for the reply, and then you send the voicemail or voice note where you dangle the carrot. Okay? Then you want to wait for the reply, and then go make the asset and send it to them. Simple as that. Now with email, it's different. First, you want to send the email where you dangle the carrot, wait for their reply, and then go make the asset and send them the asset. Okay? So here's the exact script to use for the dangle the carrot method. It goes like this. Hey name, I saw you on platform, or I saw your post, your reel, your story about this thing, and I made you a free resource to help you get a result, with this thing. Now, simply, would you mind if I send it over to you? That's it. That's literally the whole script. The whole pitch is this. This script kills 3 key objections. The first is this a scam? So by saying, hey name, I saw you on platform, or I saw your video, your reel, your story about this thing, it tells them that we kind of know them. And then the next one is, will this work for me? So people are very like snowflakey, like, I'm different. I'm in a different niche. My audience is different. Like whatever, right? So we need to tell them that, okay, this free resource is made specifically for their business or like their niche, their audience, their offer. Okay. And the third is, will this cost money? And of course, by just saying this, right, no, it costs nothing. It is free. Simple as that. Now your free resource can be a Loom video going over what you will build or do for them as their shadow operator. It can be a Google Doc. It can be a Notion doc. It can be a video on YouTube unlisted. It can be any one of these right here. Now, what do you actually say in the video or in the doc? Well, simply, you must cover exactly what you'll do for them and help them to get more clients and get more sales. And this video or doc report, the main thing is going to be the first 10 seconds of the video or the first page of the report. Okay. So if you nail this, they will say yes. So pretty much make a big promise or show a big result in the first 10 seconds or the first page, and they will keep watching and reading. Therefore, consume your pitch. They'll be impressed. They reply to you, call booked, client closed. Awesome. Now, if you don't have case studies, then that's fine. All you do is you want to use people who are popular in their niche and you want to do a breakdown of like what they are doing to, grow faster on Instagram, on YouTube, their funnels, their offers, their growth. Like, what are they doing? Just put that data into a report. And you want to use a virtual whiteboard like Miro or Miro, Excalibur, or Lucid to visually show your ideas. The key thing is you want to make this video, this report, this document feel like a plan or a roadmap, because clients buy into proven systems, not pitches and not services. So again, you want a roadmap. Step 1, step 2, step 3, result. Not a pitch, not a long ass summary of words, a roadmap. Now, there are ways to get clients to respond faster using urgency. Again, pause the video here to just read through these real quick, and feel free to use any of these right here for your voice notes, your voicemails, your emails, outreach. Pause it, use it, have fun. Now, the next script/method is the free gifts method. And again, this method requires no case studies and no testimonials. So all you do is you make a free asset or resource for them and simply give them the free thing. Again, this leverages the law of reciprocity. So for Instagram, all you do is swipe up on their story, ask question, they reply to your question, and then just give them a free thing. So you want to send the voice note, send the voicemail, plus the link to the free gift. And for Gmail and YouTube, you simply give them the free gift on the first email and wait for their reply. Now, here's an example of a script for this free gift method. So I'm not going to read through this. Pause the video, take a screenshot for yourself. Again, use it, but simply intro, this is the intro here. From there, the actual free gift. So I put FG, free gift. From there, again, urgency plus time, UT. Here's the link to the free gift. Now, the key thing is you want to show a visual of the free gift for email on the video. So here, I have a visual here with me. So here's me. And the clients here are YouTube in the background. So always show either their Instagram in the background, their YouTube, their funnel, their site. You want to show their stuff, and then your face in the bottom left, bottom right. Also, of course, the play button here for Loom. This method is pretty simple and straight to the point. Just free gift. Here you go. Again, the key thing is the thumbnail, the image of like your face plus their profile of YouTube, Instagram, or site. They need to see their self here. And again, your free gift is simply going to be a Loom video, a report, a doc, where you break down a competitor's, winning asset, winning funnel, winning offer, winning content, and show a plan or roadmap where you can help them do the same thing with their offer or their audience. Again, do not do a pitch. Do not do a long list of text. A roadmap. Images, visuals. People are visual creatures. You want to use visuals to, of course, convey your thoughts and convey the strategy. Okay, now the last method/script will be the indirect pitch. Now, for this one, you will need case studies and proof and client testimonials, okay? With this method, you ask them, who else do they know who might want the result that they want? And this method leverages authority and social proof. So for Instagram, you want to swipe up on their story, again, ask a question, they respond or reply to your question, and you send them the indirect pitch as a voicemail drop again, so a voice note, plus a picture. For email and YouTube, you send them the indirect message plus a picture. From there, you want to wait for their reply. Here's an example of what that looks like. So here's the pitch, and here's the proof image right here. Image showing the actual proof and results right there. Now, I will say, when doing this, don't ask if they're interested, right? Don't ask this. So you want to avoid asking, let's do purple. You want to avoid asking this. Only ask them if they know someone else who wants this result. Now, of course, they don't know anyone else, but that's not the point. The point is we're acting like this here client or prospect is not even on our radar. And like we're looking past them to find, clients. And this will trigger in them, emotions of jealousy and anger, because now we're acting like they don't really matter to us. So now they want to be chosen. Now, of course, as long as the promise here, the result, and the image here is relevant to what they want, they will respond. So for the image, be sure to use your best client wins. Screenshots of revenue, sales, Stripe, WAP, whatever you want to use, show it right here. Okay, so when is the best time to do outreach? So I found that you should only do outreach between the hours of 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. EST. EST is New York and Miami time. And clients typically check their emails first thing in the morning. Also, you will have the most energy and focus earlier in the day. So do not wait till 4 p.m., 3 p.m., or end of day to do outreach. Do it between 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. EST. Now, realistically, not every DM or email you send will get a reply. So we need to follow up. This is the best follow-up strategy for outreach. Now, before I tell you what it is, let me tell you why you're getting ghosted. Again, assuming you've done the work to build the right profile, and here, Instagram, email, again, you find the right clients, and still getting ghosted, here's why. It's because people are adults with busy lives. It has nothing to do with you. Do not take it personally, okay? So if you're getting ghosted, you just need to follow up and stay top of mind, and eventually you will land them as clients. Now, with that being said, there are certain types of follow-up DMs or emails that get ignored, and they look like this. Kim, just following up, bumping, like these little memes crap, like just stop it. If you want clients to take you seriously and to reply to your DMs, you need to act professional. I always say the best way to follow up is to lead with value. So there are two ways to do this. The first way is using the competitor update. And all you do is you want to show them what's going on in their niche right now, right? So you want to spot these opportunities for them to make more money. Trending topics, new funnel ideas, hot offers. Just give them data, right? Analysis and strategy, and prove your worth as a potential partner. That's all it is. So here you can see I send thumbnail ideas, video ideas. I'm doing like content offers, everything. It's not hard to follow up. You just need to provide more value, more data, more analysis, more research, content, ads, funnels, like just more data. Now, the next method is where you share the client updates. So if you have clients right now who are getting results, simply share those wins with them. So what I do is I send images and screenshots of my client wins, the revenue, their deals to, again, potential clients. You can see here's my image. Here's their message. Good morning. It's amazing. You want them to feel like they're missing out. You want to use FOMO. And if you do this once per week without spamming their inbox, just giving them value and insight and data, then eventually you will sign them as a client. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that is the end of phase 3. And whoo, that was a long one. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, then please feel free to give it a like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, because the more you engage with, again, my videos, and of course, give me feedback on what's good and bad, the more I can, of course, share with you on the sauce, data, strategies, all the winning sauce for you. So yeah, just saying. But yeah, that was a phase 3. So now, phase 4 is the workflow. So with outreach, we need to be efficient with our time to get the best results. That's why we break things down into 3 steps. Step 1 is always going to be the research. So this will take you typically a minimum 1 hour every day. And you want to do all your research first. You want to find 10 to 50 creators or experts on Instagram or YouTube, and you want to add them to a sheet like this with their profile for IG, YouTube, their name, their niche, their email, how you can help them, your outreach message, the email subject, the video or image sent, replied, booked, called, and signed. Okay. You want to do all your research in the first hour. That way, by step 2, we can sit down and write the message or script for each prospect. And this will take us typically half an hour. So for email and YouTube, you want to write out all the scripts first. And for Instagram outreach, you want to swipe up, ask questions first, okay? And then wait for the reply. That way we have access to the voice note or the voicemail feature on the DMs. Do not send any emails or any voice notes yet, okay? You want to wait till step 3, which is here, the sending of the email or voice notes, which takes you 10 minutes to do. So now we send every single email and voice notes in a mass blast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just go fast, because steps 1 and 2 have prepared us for step 3, where we just mass blast, again, the emails, the voice notes. And because we're in flow, things get done quickly. Do this every day. Again, best time for outreach, it's always going to be 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. EST. Again, that is New York or Miami time. If you want to, you can do steps 1 and 2 here the night before. That way in the morning when you wake up, step 3, just fast. Voice note, email, send, fast. And that is phase 4. Now, these first 4 phases will make it impossible for you not to get a client, because if you follow phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, you will get a client from outreach. But now I'm going to cover something that most shadow operators don't really think about, but it is extremely important to this business model. And that is phase 5, when to stop doing outreach. So with this business model, the less clients you have, the more money you will make. This is not an agency. You don't need 10 clients or 20 clients, 30. No, you don't need that. And you don't need to build a team to take on new clients and outsource the work, to these freelancers. This is a one-person AI business. You keep all the profits for yourself. The money here is not made with retainers or setup fees. The money is made with revenue shares. And to make the most with revenue shares, you must go all in with a handful of clients on their offer, their funnel, their content, their sales team, emails, backend, hiring, building, all in. You can't and should not do all this for 10 plus clients. It is extremely hard. So I recommend you stop doing outreach after you get 2 or 3 clients, because the time spent chasing new clients can be put into your existing clients to take them from 20K per month to $200,000 in a month. And on a 20% revenue share, that gives you an extra 40 grand per month. That is insane. So here's my advice / warning. If you keep chasing new clients, you'll get distracted and burnt out. And then your current clients will eventually quit. So again, I recommend you stop outreach after 2 to 3 clients. Then if any of your current clients, start giving you red flags or like warning signs, then of course, go back to phase 2, find new clients and of course, sign them, close them, and keep, the train rolling. But yeah, that's my entire outreach process, SOP system that works for me and my students. And I know this will work for you too. All right, and that's it. Pretty long video, but as promised, the best outreach video on YouTube. So of course, as always, here is to your success. Oh, well, I missed it. Woo! There you go. All right, take care.